4 victories. But when I think about winning a national championship, it all comes down to experience. And there's nothing like having that national championship already in your back pocket. And that is certainly the case for Kirk Olson. He's won here before back in 1998, and he returns in a slimmed-down version of this Honda CRX. He's been given a 100 pounds weight brake, and they're also running fuel injection for the very first time, which they hope will give them extra straightaway speed by having more torque off of the corners.
Rear drive minis, front drive minis, very different approaches to getting these cars to go quickly around here.
Peterson, he says, Joe's had it his way, but this time I'm really going to give him as much pressure as possible. There's 0.6 of a difference in qualifying, so I'll tell you, both of them have their work cut out for the next 20 laps.
And let's get more from downstairs. Brian Till.
You know, guys, on the racetrack, weight is always an issue, and Kirk Olson is benefiting from a 100-pound weight brake they've given him this year. Let's see if he can do anything. That should help him not only get the car down the straightaway a little bit faster, a little more top speed, but it should also help with braking and tire wear. Keep your eyes on him, Rick.
Calvin, in 20 laps around here, it's not quite 50 miles. Are tires an issue?
They certainly can be. If you abuse them or you have an imbalance in the race car, that can certainly be an issue. But right now, this front row really concerned about those guys on the second row. Kirk Olson has horsepower advantage. Jim Rout, he has a sequential box in that Nissan. They think those guys could potentially wind up a bit faster. So the front row actually went out and practiced the start here in the warm-up. Let's see what they came up with.
That's Huffaker in the black 77. The yellow car is Doug Peterson's machine from Rescue, California. A couple of past champions in GT5. Huffaker has won the last couple, and we are about to get the green to begin 20 laps of racing. We're underway at Mid-Ohio.
Well, Huffaker got on the power early. They got a nice jump on Kirk Olson, who's starting on the second on the blue machine in the inside lane there. But look at Rout. He's really moving around there. Made a nice move there. Takes away the third spot from Olson, and it's Peterson in second spot right now, right behind Joe Huffaker. And they're used to duking it out here at the runoffs right now. Now you see Joe Huffaker. He was one of the few guys who actually went faster in the third round qualifying session here on Thursday when track conditions weren't ideal. So that was really a shock to the establishment. In fact, he was able to run a fast lap in those conditions. But a great battle right now. There we have the 0-0. There's Jim Rout, and that's Olson all over the back of it.
As they come through the carousel onto the front straightaway, remember that the finish line is along the pit straightaway here in Mid-Ohio. The cars take the green over on the back stretch. Rock has won the runoffs a couple of years, 6 years ago, to be exact, as he tries to move closer to the leaders. But he's running third. He's got his hands full, really, with Olson as they go up through the keyhole.
Yeah, and there you see, I mean, pretty even there. I mean, here comes Olson a little bit at the end of the straightaway. He's running fuel injection on that Honda CRX this year. Whoa, he gets sideways, turns it around, locked the rear tires up, maybe on the downshift, maybe just under braking, and he spins it around and is losing positions mightily right now.
Kept it out of the gravel trap, though. That's a good thing for him for his chances of getting back in the race.
Well, he's going to need a lot of help now. He needs to get moving here quickly before he gets gobbled up by more cars, but this is really a big blow to Kirk Olson's chance of a podium finish. In fact, I would say that's over. Let's look at the replay. Here he comes in, not really going for a move there, but locks it up, and then maybe doing the downshifts, locks up the rear end of the car and turns it around.
And because the car looked as though it hooked left before he went to the right to get into the corner.
Yeah, it really did. It's probably just braking, thinking about it. Front wheel drive there with a Honda, but here we have number 4 down.
Coming to the front straightaway, we look a little further back in the field. There's the 39 running a little further back right now in that Honda. In fact, he's back in 15th spot, so he's had a problem.
Yeah, he had that spin, if you remember, Rick, earlier going up into turn 2, so that cost him many track positions there, and he's trying to fight his way back to the pack. He's going to need help with a full caution period. Here we see a great battle going on for 11 positions, but he's dropped back, and that's going to elevate the rest of the field now. Iliohan now up into that final podium position as we speak.
Look who's right behind him, Kirk Olson, who spun up in the keyhole on the first couple of laps. He's climbed to 7th. He wants 6th, and he's right alongside Robson for the spot. He gets him.
Wow, I said there was no way he'd make his way back to the podium. Definitely wrong there.
Doug Peterson in the yellow Mini here with the black roof car number.
To and fro in this concertina effect, and Olson is really over the back of Baumgartner. I said he couldn't make it to the podium. He's making a liar of me right now, battling it out for that final spot right now. Heavy on the heels of Baumgartner as they head down through the S's, up into 7, 8, and down towards turn 9.
I like Baumgartner in that Mini, though. Boy, he is really flying up through there. He is third right now, and you've got to give Olson all the credit after the spin. I figured, Calvin, he had fallen back perhaps to 12th or 13th spot That would mean he's gained 8 positions so far.
And he currently has the fastest lap of the race,
Yeah.
second faster than the leader ran early on, a 38.2. That's phenomenal in these track conditions. 37.9 was the pole after 3 sessions, so he's almost on the pole qualifying time as he battles his way back to the front.
That's Olson in the Honda, trailing behind the 44 car, Baumgartner, and they've closed in. That's Jim Rock in the 00 just in front. So you've got second, third, and fourth nose to tail. And here comes Baumgartner in the 44. He's taking a more inside line in turn 1.
I don't really get that. I mean, you want to use all of the radius you can on the entry there. You want to carry as much speed. I mean, he's not slow by any stretch. And now he's pointing. Maybe he realizes that Olson is coming, has a lot more horsepower as he goes to the inside under braking. This is where he had the problem before. He locks him up again. You saw some smoke there on the right rear corner of Olson's car. But let's go down to business with a report on the 00 machine.
Lee Yarsky is the crew chief for this beautiful 00 Nissan. You just talked to your man saying that the leader is slowing down about a second a lap. 6 laps to go. Are you going to be able to do anything?
I don't know. It sounds like from Scotty's report on the back, we might have cracked another head or two. We've dropped about 2 seconds a lap starting about 6 laps ago. So Jack's going to reel us in unless he and Olson get into each other. But we'll keep fighting.
You going to have a problem with temperatures with that problem?
No, it just drops so much power on a 4-cylinder motor, you lose about a third of it.
They're going to try and bring that beautiful 00 Nissan home, hopefully in second place.
Boy, he's got his mirrors full right now, though, Calvin Fish. The 39 of Kirk Olson all over him for second spot.
Yeah, Olson has already cleared Baumgartner from when they last went by the pits there, so he's going to really put the pressure on now and see if he can take that silver medal position away, and he tucks it to the inside. They come off a 9. He's got more horsepower. He should be in a good track position there, and Rock just lets him have it. Nothing he can do.
Great move off that corner. Good exit speed there to get the run down the short straightaway.
Good driving and really kept his head together there, and there he gets a little bit wide there. I don't know why he doesn't run the inside line there, but it's tough for me to complain about his driving when he's made a move from the back of the field all the way to the front.
Was he just carrying too much speed into that corner?
Possibly. I mean, if you run a straight line break into the carousel, you can go in a little bit deeper, and it actually gives you an ideal line to get a shot up there. But now, he must have a mistake there, maybe with a shift or something, because Rock came from nowhere there to grab the second position back from him.
Great battle for second, third, and fourth. Rauch in the 00. The 39 of Kirk Olson, Jack Baumgartner in the 44, and they're still together. And here comes the 39 on the inside.
Locking that rear up under braking. These little cars probably don't.
Baumgartner taps the 39.
That cost him. He must have a shifting problem, so he's throwing loose ground on the front straightaway, and now we're seeing it here again. He probably went for a lower gear, couldn't find it. Now he's back underway. I would have to say that's transmission difficulties in the CRX.
Is it possible that he just lost a gear, maybe lost fourth or third?
That's possible, I mean, but it looked like he maybe fumbled for a gear and couldn't find it there in the keyhole.
So after all that plays out, Jim Rock is back in second. 5 to go at GT5.
Well, you can have your Indy 500 guys and all the emotion that it brings with it, but for the runoff and some of these guys, it's as good as Indy.